All of my memories are in the sun. I don't know why or how, but they are. Even though I know that December in London is miserable and grey, my memories of Christmas always have light in the window. There are a few anomalies, of course. For instance, 8 or so years ago I was leaving school, in a hurry as I didn't want to miss the bus. It was raining, the sky was grey, thundering. You would glance up and it would appear as if the sky was quite literally about to crash down. I used to take the infant school exit as it was near the bus stop, and I was less likely to get stopped by someone I know on my way out. It had its issues though, mainly the kids. They were small, fast and everywhere. I remember this one time I tripped over a little girl with my foot because I couldn't see her. I remember rushing off and feeling awful. Anyway, on this tempestuous day, one of the few in my memory, I was darting through the parents identifying their kids, dodging through the crowds and bundles everywhere. Approaching the gate, I see my bus reach the lights across the road, and then my view is blocked. I can't remember who by or how they got in my way, but I remember an obstacle. It was gone in a second, but just by the gate, where I would have been that second, lightning. I would have been struck by lightning that day. I suppose that's why there's no sun in that memory. But even as I remember it, I am not wet, but I am acting as if I am, and the skies, which appear grey, are certainly not falling. So I'm brought back to my personal phenomena, where my memories have a haze of light around them. I imagine it's fading and the image is falling into the abyss where all the forgotten memories go. The details fall first. They have the highest density but smallest mass. They appear insignificant but are vital in judgment. And then the events themselves start to fall, what you did after, how you arrived and so forth. And with them, the people and spaces relating to them fall, leaving the key event, the snapshot which summarises all the feelings and correlation of this moment to the rest of your life. However, I don't believe all these fallen parts of memory are completely lost. They leave traces. The light is almost a box, an archive, which holds these secrets within. You just need the right key, the right conversation, a date, a picture, a simple reminder to unlock the archive of that memory. And once opened, it locks shut again. Sometimes we carry pieces with us for the next time we remember, but other times we just glance and they remain there, waiting to be needed. There's a disconnect between me and my memories. I suppose that's why I see them this way, and there's confusion within them. I often doubt them, their accuracy in particular, almost as if each memory is distorted constantly, like a bubble in movement, and the light, the archive, reflects of it differently as the memory shifts. These shifts, the morphs and contours of the bubble's body is a consequence of its climate, the winds and situations in which the memory is moving and present. Now, as I recall on the memory, as I blow into the soapy ring, how am I feeling? Why am I recalling on the memory? How is it affecting it? The light is already there, with or without me, and the bubble, the sun will shine in the garden. However, the colour within the light is only seen when it touches the bubble. Otherwise, it only reflects, helping me see the garden where I live. So there was always doubt when I think upon my memory, because sometimes I worry the winds and rain and fog and shade within my garden affecting my bubble are too strong, too prominent and distorting that my bubble isn't my bubble anymore. It is a slave to the elements, and although it was my breath with the position to release it, it is theirs which bears the strength to mould. Just as the weather varies in reality, it does in our minds, and the causation usually stems from our environment. As I gaze in the memory, am I calling upon it for comfort or regret? Am I alone, or are others influencing the climate? What is happening here that is causing me to make a bubble in the first place? And it varies. The reason for my recall, the elements in my garden, and it's these changes which brought the garden to fruition. The changing winds spreading the seeds, the rain quenching the plant's thirst, the sun relieving hunger. And although I appreciate the elements for what it does to the garden, I do not appreciate its effects on my bubble. My want is to watch a perfect sphere float through, reflecting light perfectly and landing softly, keeping shape and setting gently. However, I observe an alien sphere bubbling and shifting as it pushes through the garden, changing altitude and direction constantly until it hits an obstacle, and it pops. The garden has gotten its way, the only evidence of its existence being the little droplets which flew with its last breath, the aftermath, subtle and sublime.